ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
Designing dreams and crafting realities. Today we meet Mr. Priyank, Joshi, the co-founders and the managing directors of Pannache. He shares the inspiring story of patience, presence, and the challenges overcome in building a brand that turns visions into timeless interiors. Stay tuned.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها.
Welcome to Pearls of Union, our dear audience, the program which shed light success wherever it shines, and the favorite platform for all the professional talent who make the difference and shape the future of the United Arab Emirates. Today it's our honor to host Mr. Priyank, Joshi, the co-founders and the managing directors of Pannache Interiors. How are you, Mr. Priyank?
I'm excellent. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thank you, and we also would like to thank you too much for accepting our invitations and to be a part of Pearls of Union.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So in the beginning, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself to our audience and give them a quiet brief about your knowledge as well as your experience.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about my experience, my background. I come from India, the state of Rajasthan, which is known for its palaces, luxury. It's known for its warriors and its, last but not the least, hospitality. I come from a loving family of 5 where the core values was trust, reputation, honesty. My father was a judge, and therefore I have been fortunate to see a lot of values, a lot of honesty, a lot of threats as well, and how you dodge the threats without compromising on your values. And this upbringing has shaped me greatly in my values, my value system, which is the basis of what I am doing over the years, what I have been doing over the years, and also for establishing Pannache. Whenever I am in doubt, I go back to my roots and I ask myself that if it were about my father, how would he approach this problem? And then for sure I get a solution. So he is still my strength. I'm sure he's at a better place now with my mother, who is also at a better place, but their blessings are with us. And that is what has shaped me who I am today.
That's right. So from this personality, how you shaped your name in the UAE, especially it's a very competitive market, as you know, Mr. Pannache.
UAE is an excellent market, and like you rightly pointed out, it's one of the most competitive ones in the industry, especially in the infrastructure and the interiors industry, to which I belong, in which I specialize in. Why? Because Dubai doesn't build. Dubai builds experiences. It builds structures which are the tallest, the biggest, the longest, the fastest. They build anything which is extraordinary, right? And my upbringing teaches me to base everything on value system, on commitment, on honesty, transparency, and to take everything that you take at hand to go full-bodied at it. Half-hearted efforts don't work, and that is what helps me carve a name in the UAE market over the last 20 years within the interior design and build industry. And I've been fortunate enough to work on some landmark projects, branded projects portfolio in my previous experiences with working with top developers in the region. I can elaborate more on that. as we move along.
Great. So as I see a lot of challenges you've been getting in your way. So what was the major challenge you faced, Mr. Priyank, and how you converted to an opportunity of success?
The biggest challenge which I faced, I would have to date you back to 2007, because when I came to Dubai in 2007, I used to live in Australia before that for my master's. And Australia being a completely different geography from a cultural perspective, from a regional perspective, from a climatic perspective, the people there are different from the ones that we have here, or even the subcontinent where I come from. So one of the initial adjustments that I had to make was the cultural differences, and I could relate more with UAE because it is more close to my background, especially because of the relationship that the UAE and India has had over the years. That helped me grasp quickly to the cultural value systems of UAE, which I still respect and I honor all those. I strongly believe that the laws of the land are to be understood and followed, because if this land has allowed you to be here, you owe to that land and you are answerable to building the support system there. And I think the biggest challenge was the timelines. As I mentioned, Dubai doesn't do ordinary, it does extraordinary, and that is what during the initial years was very challenging. Time is always of essence here, and therefore it was extremely important that you plan whatever task is at hand meticulously. You work out every detail in it, and unless and until you are able to work out in details, which is required for my industry. Interiors industry is based on the details that you do. And once you do the details right, once you have your plan right, you plan a proper manpower support system and the logistical support, then the success is bound to happen. So I was able to tackle that and build it on as my personality type, where I plan in details. I don't get hassled. I go head on with the problems that we face, and eventually work hard tirelessly without looking at the time to achieve the goals which has been set by a broader community. And that's why I've had an impact on the industry, and I'm very fortunate for that.
So as we started to speak about also the challenge and the difficult time, we would like to highlight who was the biggest supporter to you in this part. So could you please tell us?
Excellent question. Thank you for asking this. To begin with, I would bow down to my parents for what they made me into, the upbringing that they gave me, the education which they gave me, the encouragement which they gave me when I used to feel let down, the confidence which they built in me, which shaped me in my later part of the career. This is what led me to achieve great performance in my early years of education, where I won 8 awards. I was elected the student of National Association of Students of Interior Design as a president in Mumbai, and thereafter when I went to Australia, I was selected as the only faculty member from the student union, which was also a great achievement. Moving back to the UAE in 2007, there have been several people who have been instrumental in shaping my career graph, but the first one is always special, and therefore I must mention with full respect and honor to have worked with Mr. Hashim Al-Hashmi. He is a wonderful citizen of the UAE. He has had a fair contribution to the landscape that we have of UAE, to the infrastructure that we have of UAE. He was the one who saw potential in this young lad in me, and he gave me an opportunity. In the tough times of 2007 till 11, 4 years which I gave, that became the foundation for me to pick up from there. And I got an opportunity to work on some interesting projects in hospitality, interesting project in residential space, and the locals, which gave me an in-depth understanding of what locals like, what they want, how they operate, and what is expected of you to deliver.
So if I will take you back to know how was the starters of Pannache, as you know that every success it's have its own start and own foundation. So what was the foundations and the visions behind Pannache Group?
Thank you for asking that. We have Pannache. Pannache was born, but before I speak about Pannache, I would like to take you back to my background. After my initial years, I decided to work with top developers of Dubai, and I was fortunate enough to work on branded projects portfolio for them. I've been with DMAC for more than 6+ years, handling their branded projects, Paramount Villas, Fendi Villas, Trump Villas, all the Paramount Towers, which are 4 towers, of which one is a 5-star hotel and the other 3 towers are service departments, premium category of course. After that, I always, whenever I used to work with contractors as a client, I always saw the need and the gap which someone need to plug in. That gap, most often, if not all, was the transparency and the realistic timeline and the realistic requirements. And that became the foundation and the cornerstone of why Pannache should happen. When we got into the market, we were very sure of what not to do rather than what to do. And once we had made a decision of what not to do, that became the basis of Pannache. If you see our logo, a logo is not a logo. That is a story.
This is what I would like to ask you, Nick, is because you have a unique design. I believe there is a message behind this.
There's a very strong message and there's a value system, which is why we have what we have. If you see our logo, you will see it as a very clean text brand mark, which has orange color in it, which depicts flamboyance, it depicts aggression, it also depicts luxury, which is what interiors is all about, especially in this part of the world. It also embodies certain shapes like arrows. You will see both arrows, up and down. There's a story behind that. Business sometimes is good, sometimes is not so good.
That's right.
Right? So as a professional, you need to be humble when the times are good, and you need to be strong when the times are not so good, and make your efforts twice the efforts and then rise again. But the main reason is you never stop doing what you need to do. That's the about the arrows. You would also see a line under the logo, under the text, which signifies the value system which Pannache Interiors has. This is a solid foundation for the brand to establish itself as a major player in interior design and build and styling business and move up from there, because this value system is comprising of trust, transparency, commitment, and honoring the word. That's the most important thing. Our reputation and our name is everything for us. That's about the solid foundation for the brand, and that's why we have the line. And then there is a word, interiors, which signifies what we do. Interiors, we do everything interiors, and that's why we have a word. And the most important thing, we have a full stop after interiors, which tells as a client, when you come to Pannache Interiors, your journey to find another company stops. This is where you rest and we take it from there. That's the story about our brand.
Great. From A to Z, you will establish everything for your client.
Everything.
Great.
It's a one-stop shop.
Exactly. So as you started to speak about what you give it to the clients, we would like to highlight it, so your service and your product as well, actually, in the interiors field. Could you?
Excellent. Thank you very much. We've been fortunate enough to work with some top stakeholders in the industry, and we couldn't be thankful for what we have achieved in this short span of time that Pannache was being. We are slightly over 2 years old in the market. But our turnover is already surpassing what we budgeted for 2025, which is a great honor, and we are surpassing it by good 40%, which is a very good indicator. Another key projects that we've done is we've done for some VVIPs of Dubai, again a design and build. In the offices, we've done high-end residential. We've made profits for our investors to tune of 150 million plus within 6 months. So that's a major achievement which I will give it to the team, and we've handpicked everybody, and each one of my team has contributed to this success. We have been fortunate enough to furnish, design and build the offices for the owner of BMW, a highly respected individual in the industry. He's had a significant impact in the global markets within the developer scale and within Russell Khema and UAE spaces, Mr. Ankur Agrawal. It was an absolute honor to work with him. I was also connected with him personally through the course of the project. We did his personal offices. It gave me an opportunity to learn about his journey, which is a great inspiration for someone like me. Again, developing something for Mr. Vivek Oberoi, who is a Bollywood icon and a global icon. He's also the managing director of BMW Developments. We got an opportunity to their offices. That was another thing. Some upgrades to their sales galleries, to name a few. We are working with few other major global ambassadors in the industry, like Mr. Amit Goenka, who is a global ambassador within the industry, very well respected figure in the financial space as well. Yes. And we have done 5 projects for them. Currently, we are working on 2 towers. One is a G+11 project, one is a G+16 project, a very exciting one, where in phase 1 we got an opportunity to design it. So we upgraded all the interiors, and now in phase 2 we are going to build that for them. And one of the main specialities for Pannache is whatever we show on the 3D renders and the visualization, we build 100% same. Because while we are doing the renders, I know which material my team is going to use. So every material that has already been selected at the rendering stage is what we finally build on. Okay. So the client has that confidence that whatever they are showing me on paper is what I will get as a space. And that is what has led us to win projects for the same clients.
So before we highlight deeply the materials you are used, I would like to thank you for the achievement you've done. Actually, it's a very famous and unique name you deal with.
Thank you.
So as you know, technology nowadays, Mr. Priyank, it's been rapid too much fast. Definitely as an interior designers, you've been used the new techniques here in your
100%.
company. How are you adopting that? Tell us a brief about it.
There are 2 key aspects which is part of our design ethos. One is to value the God nature. So we focus on sustainable practices.
Yes.
You would not find a printer in the office, which is not because we don't want to have a printer, but because we want to have a statement that, look, this company values sustainability. We love our trees. We love our oceans. There's no plastics that would find.
To ask you about the sustainability as an eco-friendly also material.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everything that we select within the project parameters is to the best standards of sustainability, recyclability, and this is also one of the subjects which I was specializing in during my masters in Australia, where I chose sustainability as my electives. Okay. So I'm leveraging that knowledge, bringing in sustainable practices, and not only myself, the younger generations, my staff, my team, my clients, and the other project stakeholders. I make sure that I discuss the importance of sustainability aspects with them, because it is us who has to start. We cannot let it for others to start. The change should happen on the desk that you are on and not on someone else's desk. So that's one. Leveraging technology. Dubai is a global hub, and the technological advancements, be it in architecture, be it in artificial intelligence, medical field, is state of the art. I mean, look, in the next year, we are soon to fly in flying taxis, which is wonderful. You know, we are looking at hyperloops. We are looking at different modes of transport. We are looking at, the Etihad Rail, which is based again on leveraging technological advancements. Within my industry, if I speak about, AI is doing tremendous support system. It's been a tremendous support system in helping my team, where we are not cutting jobs using AI. We are enhancing the customer experience. How we enhance it? It reduces the time of delivery. We take pride in reverting within 48 hours. Our turnaround time is within 48 hours for our proposals, which is excellent given the scale of the projects that we are working on. How we do it? We leverage technology. We use softwares. We use state-of-the-art licensed softwares, which help my team deliver state-of-the-art renders, which are photorealistic in nature. You can make a hoarding out of it on Sheikh Zayed Road. That is the quality that we generate. How it's possible? By using the top machines, by using top softwares, which are legally acceptable, and by leveraging the AI. So we do a fusion of man and machine to deliver the results that we want to deliver.
Great, and I wish you all the best in that, Mrs.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So if I will ask you now about the UAE, as you start to speak, it's been a global business hub nowadays. So how this country with its rules and regulations help you to grow your own business?
UAE is one of the rare countries in which the leadership is second to none. The vision that the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and His Highness Sheikh Zayed carries with himself is a wonderful inspiration. not only for me, but globally. They are global icons. They are global icons for peace. They are global icons for acceptability. Dubai is a melting pot of cultures.
That's right.
Imagine in a small country like UAE, there are more than 200 nationalities living in cohesion, working together, making friends with, going out with, dining, learning from each other's cultures. You will not find this anywhere else in the world. That's one of the things. The second thing, which is most important, is because of the initiatives by the government and the vision which they carry, they are very experts in achieving what they have envisioned. For example, 1991, if you see, what was Sheikh Zayed Road, and look at it now. I've seen the Burj Khalifa come up from ground up, which was a great experience, and I just used to stand there and stare at it. That one day I will see it up, and look, for last so many odd years, it's still the tallest building in the world. And not to forget, they have built it on sand. That is vision and commitment put together.
Here you can see the dream, it's became a reality actually.
How it is shaping the interior industry is the ease of doing business, the visa reforms that the government has got in, right? The safety that they have created here, the safe environments of cohesion and coexistence which the UAE leadership has been able to create, that is attracting a lot of foreign investments from Europe, from India, from America, from across the world, and global Middle East. Dubai has been the hub of all that. Dubai, if you see in 2022, if I compare the data of the population census of 2022 versus 2025, there's a huge jump.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, from 2.8 million to 4.4 million, right? That's a quantum jump.
Because of the investment which is done here.
Absolutely. That's because of the trust factor, which everybody has.
Yes.
Dubai is attracting the maximum number of UNHWIs, which is ultra high net worth individuals, which is bringing in a lot of movement in the luxury property segment, which we cater to. Currently, we are working on a Lamborghini villa. It's a 50 million worth villa. We are remodeling it, completely interiors. How we are able to do it? Because there's a trust factor in the UAE market. And that's why people who can make that kind of investments are coming to UAE. That's number one. Number two is, when the supply is there, the amount of supply of residential units vis-a-vis the amount of residents which are coming in is a mismatch, which is pushing the rental values to go up. And I don't see that coming down anytime soon, hopefully.
That's right.
Yeah, because if you look at 2025 September, there was more than 5,136 residents who flocked into UAE in just 1 week.
So
Which is some number.
You will see it will go up.
Absolutely. And if I were to forecast till 2023, there's still going to be a 15% deficit in the demand and supply, which is a very good sign for the industry in general, because the markets will stay stable.
The market will be
booming market.
Yes.
And that's what will attract more and more business across all levels.
Great. So from this start, I would like to ask you, what are the future inspirations from the booming of the market? Definitely you put your plans as a co-founder here in Pannache. So what is the next plan we would like to do?
Well, the next plan is to continue what we are doing and to improve day by day. Moving forward in 2026, we've charted plans to grow further because of the strong demand that we have and the response that we are getting from our clients. Moving forward, we are going to focus primarily in two sectors. One is a commercial approach towards the commercial aspect of the projects, and the other is going to be an end user focused projects where we will be offering comprehensive renovation solution for high-end villas, anything in the upwards of 10-15 million dirhams. That's one of the areas where we'll be focusing on. Concurrently, we'll be growing our team further as we continue to expand. And that's one of the areas. We are also trying to focus on the rental markets where there's a lot of Airbnbs and holiday home concepts which have popped in because we get a lot of tourists. So as a first timer in Dubai, we want to give the opportunity for them to just come with their bags and start living. So that's one area we are trying to focus on, where we give them tailored, ready to rent properties. That's another area which is,
I like it actually.
Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
So, Mr. Priyank, I would like to ask you to deliver an advice for the new generations who are interested in the same field. So, from your unique experience and large experience, please lead them to the right way.
Thank you very much for asking this question. The new generation, the younger generation, is the backbone of how the industry is going to shape in future. Whenever I visit institutions as a guest lecturer or an external examiner, which I've been doing in the past, I always tell the younger self, I see my younger self in the students when I meet them. And there's one advice which I always have for them. Your institution, your library, your professors, and your seniors is gold mine of information. They are seniors because they have seen more than you. Respect them, go to them, ask them many questions. Don't be scared to ask questions. You are an institute because you want to learn. It's not just about the degrees, but it's about the knowledge that you need to acquire. That is what will make you successful when you go out of the college and into the industry. Do lots of trainings whenever you get an opportunity. Go for internships, speak to people, go to sites, learn, talk to the factory managers, talk to the workers. That is how you will learn. And once you have that knowledge, that will give you the confidence to face any project, any interviewer, and that is what will make the backbone of your success story. Go for it. All the very best. God bless.
Thank you too much for this value advice, and we concluded our interview for today by a word from heart to heart to all the highness here in the UAE to thank them for their effort to make our life success and more safe. So what would you like to tell them?
Using the word thank you would be an understatement, because the leadership, the inspiration which the leadership has for one and all of us as expatriates, as locals, is second to none. Try and be as close as possible and try to contribute to the greater vision that they have for the country, for this beautiful land of UAE. And mashallah, I wish them all the best.
We also thank you very much, Mr. Priyank, Joshi, the co-founders and the managing directors of Pannache Interiors, to have us today in your office and to allow us to hear your successful journey.
It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for your time and for having me on the show to share my experience. I hope it has an impact on the younger generations and on industry leaders alike. Thank you very much.
Of course it will. Thank you too much.
Thank
it's
you
our
so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, our dear audience, for keep watching. Please wait for us in the next episode by next week. From Palace of Union, this is Horeya Al Kindi. Goodbye.